Hello to anybody out there watching. My name is Christina, and I've just completed the 15-day retreat here at the Z Meditation Center. And I really couldn't be happier with my experience here. This has been my 8th time coming to the same retreat here, and it's truly become home for me. The people here are so lovely. They truly live and practice what they teach with such humility and kindness and grace. For me, they are living examples of the divine spirit that we all have within us. And essentially that's what I've discovered here, is that this love that we all search for in life. I know for years I struggled with feeling incomplete, feeling like I needed other people to complete me, to support me. And now I realize that holding that in my heart as a reality made it true. And what I've learned here is that we are all already complete, and that this state of completeness is something that is eternal and within every single one of us, and is our real state of being. We're all complete within ourselves. So much of what is wonderful about the teachings here is that they're very practical, they're very accessible, and you can be very creative with them and bring yourself to the teaching, and you're encouraged to do that. You're encouraged to question, and you're encouraged to not believe anything that isn't true for you. And truth here would have a deeper meaning, and that's also what we learn, that we perceive many things to be true in this world, and we've all been conditioned from such a young age to believe so many things about not only the world but about ourselves that are not true, and that there is a way to unlearn these things by examining them and looking into them and truly questioning with every fiber of your being, whichever you like to think of it, your heart and your mind, and applying all your wisdom to it, and really questioning, is this true for me? Is this what I really believe? And if I want to be happy, can I hold on to this belief at the same time? Can they truly ever go together? The way that the program is set up is very gradual and progressive in a very sweet and intelligent and wise way. Every step of the way here, you are supported, even within the silence, which might be challenging to consider being silent. But even within the silence, you're so supported here. In your writing, it's always received by Ajay and Saruchi, and there is a building of understanding between you and them that goes on in the silence. And beyond that, there's an understanding that builds in yourself through the assignments and the creative meditations, and everything is really a lovely stepping stone that continues to catch you and offer you another place to stand and a new perspective to examine yourself from. And there's always many different choices and that you can use and find what fits best for you to serve this purpose of finding truth. For so long, I was so scared to look inside myself because I was really terrified of what I would find, and that I realized that I stopped myself from doing it because of that fear. I didn't want to discover something terrible within myself, something that I wouldn't be able to unsee, or something that would, in my mind, imagining that it would destroy me. But really, it's absolutely the opposite of that. When you understand that the courage that it takes to look in its own way counteracts all of the fear. And for me, I've discovered that, in a sense, stepping into that fear and choosing to, of course, always protecting yourself and being safe, but for me, those fears were actually keeping me unsafe, and they were violent thoughts towards myself. And now I understand. Now I know that those thoughts are not me, and I don't have to be influenced by them. I don't have to be activated by them. I don't have to act on them. I don't have to put them on other people. There's a really profound sense of humility and duty that comes with discovering that you are fully responsible for yourself, and that the gift of that responsibility is so huge, and it isn't this burden or a fearful thing as I once imagined. It's really a gift that is liberating. And for me, I've struggled for so long with this idea of just not being good enough in every single way, and I know that then spread to others. And if I felt I wasn't good enough, then other people couldn't be good enough either. And it was like a disease of the mind. It felt like I might never be able to escape from it. But one of the things that we learn here is when you challenge such beliefs, you can dig out conditionings within yourself and experiences and understand how and why you came to this conditioning, how and why it has molded you in this way, and then you realize that you have a choice. You can let it go. And you also don't have to. And it's totally in your hands. But for me, when I did let it go and realized that this thought of not being good enough, it is like everything else. It's just a thought. It's not any different from some random string of thoughts that don't affect me. It's only a few subsets of thoughts that really, really disturb us as individuals. And when I realized that this one was no different from the others, that I also could choose for this thought to not disturb me like the others. It life-changing. And we are all good enough. And the way that you come here, you can really understand your true self and what it means to be good enough in an eternal way, in a way that is unlimited, and that despite living and dying and all of the human experiences that we have to go through, there is something stronger and more eternal that we can rest in and take solace in, and it will never, ever leave us. Ajay and Saruji have become like parents to me. Everyone here is so lovely. I strongly recommend coming here to anybody, but particularly those people who feel something inside them that says, yes, I want that. Because that's what happened for me when I watched a video like this. I saw Ajay speaking with a person, and I saw the looks on their faces, even with their eyes closed, and I said, my God, I want that. So know that there is a home and a safe place that is unbroken, that's waiting for you wherever you are. You don't need to come here. You can also read the books that Ajay has and the lessons on the website, but I do have a bias that to come here it's really a life-changing experience. So I wish anybody out there watching this to know that you're good enough, and to know that you are worth loving and that you are loved. So, blessings.